Hello YouTubers and welcome to part 16 of Feed the Beast Minecraft. In our previous video we started setting up the applied Energistics stuff, and today we're going to be continuing on with this. As you can see, I've added a few more machines here. I created several of these inscribers. I recommend it because you always seem to need multiple inscribers going at the same time. I've also been building some more components, and I'm going to go over some of the new stuff I've done. The one thing I've learned is some machines will not accept the redstone flux power. So you do need to use the applied Energistics power, but don't worry, it's very, very simple to set up. What you'll need, the first thing you will need is a vibration chamber. The vibration chamber is just an energy generator. It's very, very simple. So you have these 7 pieces of iron, a furnace, and then this energy acceptor, which is just 4 quartz glass, an iron ingot, and a fluix crystal, which we went over in the previous video. The quartz glass is just the dust and 4 glass, and that you'll get 4 from that. So pretty simple. The other thing, you don't actually need to do the energy cell, but I do recommend it as it does help with getting energy in there. And this one again is very simple. The charge set as quartz, fluix dust, which is just the crystals put through a macerator or pulverizer of some kind, and the quartz glass. So very, very simple. There's several tiers of it. So you have your basic one, your dense, looks like there's dense energy cell, and 2 of them, sorry. And then creative if you're just in creative mode, but we are not, so don't worry about that. So I'll probably build up one of these eventually just to get more power going. But in the meantime, we do have this. It looks like it's holding enough to power these machines. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what are these machines and why are they facing a thing of water? Well, something you're going to need along the way is pure crystals, or Ceradus or Fluix crystals, and like this. Now these cannot be crafted normally. What you need to do is you need to make seeds, and you can do this for the Fluix crystals or the Ceradus quartz seeds. Exact same recipe. It's a piece of sand and dust, which again you just get from a grindstone, macerator, whatever you want. And these, as it says, they will not despawn. We're just going to put these here. And how you grow these is you put them in water. Now, they will grow in any water at all. However, they take a very, very, very long time to grow if you don't. You'll be waiting days and days for it to grow. So I put them in here to help them grow a little bit faster. All you need to do is wire up this energy cell. I'm just going to grab a piece of cable here quickly. I'll be going over the recipe of that momentarily while this is growing. And all you have to do is just plug it in. As you can see, the device is online. And the recipe for this covered cable, very simple. You just take this glass cable that we made in the previous episode and combine it with some kind of wool. I'll just bring up the cable recipe. It's just this quartz fiber, 2 crystals, and this is just 6 glass and 3 dust. So very simple. And these will grow pretty quickly. And again, they won't despawn, so you don't have to worry about monitoring it. And I think that's everything I've been kind of doing in the background. What I want to do today is start getting our network set up. So I'm going to grab the ME drive because I want to build a small storage cell. Not a big one, just a small one. Now the storage cell, oops, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. These drives require all these drives that you'll need, and these things take quite a bit to build. Even the 1K ME storage cell. And I don't really want to use this because it's really small. However, what you'll need is you're going to need these 1K ME storage components, because even all the way up to the 64, they're used indirectly. So this one has a 64K, which uses 3 16s, 3 4s, 3 1s. So you can imagine how much that's going to require. Now, in order to make these 1K, it's these Ceradus quartz crystals, logic processor, and 4 redstone. So I am going to quickly make some off camera so you don't have to watch, but it does look like some of our seeds are done. So I'm just going to pick those up. It looks like, oh, sorry, they're just at the middle phase here, 77%. So I'm just going to pop those back in the water and let them finish charging. And then I'm going to build some of those 1K storage components off camera. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, I think I have enough resources together. I was doing some rough calculations, and oh my gosh, does this require a lot of resources. So make sure you're prepared to spend a lot because you're going to need a lot of diamond, gold, quartz, glowstone, redstone, all that jazz. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go straight for the 64. You know, may as well, if you're going to do something, go all out and do it. So we're going to start. We're going to need 3, 6, 9 of these 4K storages, I believe. So that means I'm going to need a lot more of these 1K than I have. Okay, I may have lied. I might not even be close. You know what? Let's just build one of these smaller ones, just for a demo. So I'm going to do the 1K storage, and so I have quartz glass, and 1K ME storage, 3 redstone, 3 iron. There, that sounds a lot more doable right now. Let's bring this recipe back up, bring it into the grid. You can see it. A little bit of a cop out, but I'll have to get a lot more together than I realized. Made a small mistake. Okay, so here we go. We have our drive. Got a little achievement there. What we're going to do is we're going to throw it in here. Now, by itself, it's not going to do much. We're also going to have to bring some power out to it so it can be used. And as you can see, green light means it's on. Now, how do we get everything out of here? Well, what we need is a terminal of some kind. Now, there are several kinds of interfaces and terminals. I know this one has changed a few things. And I think we actually are going to want, let's just grab a terminal, kind of see what happens from there. So we need a bright illuminated panel, which is an iron, redstone, 2 glowstone, 3 quartz. Like I said, this is definitely a we are learning together sort of thing. All right. So 3, 1, 2 of those, and then 1 of these. That gives us 3 panels, so we'll have some wiggle room here. And then we're going to want to make, I'm going to try and make the M-Eternal. So we need a formation core and an annihilation core. The recipes for these are pretty straightforward. I already have a couple. So formation is that Ceres quartz, some dust, and a logic processor. And then the, right? This thing isn't liking me today. And then the annihilation core is just nether quartz, flux dust, and a logic processor. So really straightforward, nothing too hard. So let's bring that up, and then once I, grab the items. Oh, excuse me. So we're just gonna throw that up there. Annihilation, formation, and there's one more thing I needed for this. One of these. There we go. And we are just going to try and see what happens when we use this terminal. And put a piece there, a terminal there. So you right click and you can interact, and then we can just throw all our resources into here. No particular order. We're just, actually I kind of want that. And as you can see, they're all stacking together. You can hold way more than just 64 per stack here. And if we click on our drive, we can see there are 22 types and 241 bytes used. So it's the number, I think the 241 is the number of items in there. So that's why I wanted to kind of go for the 64, but I might have to get that ready off camera and it might take a while. So this holds a lot more. Eventually I'll get up to these spatial storage cells. I don't have nearly enough resources to do it at this time. So let's throw some more stuff in there. This is kind of fun. Let's just, grab a bunch of stuff here. Doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure it's really easy to move everything around. So we won't have to worry about that later when we do upgrades. So we go right here. And these terminals are kind of nice because they're flush. They don't take up an extra space. They're actually flush with that cable. So I'm pretty sure I can just do, you can bury them. There's plates and decorative pieces you can put around it. I'm pretty sure that illumination color can be changed. And I think I did something. Yeah, we're out of power. That should burn. There we go. So we will need something a little more permanent for power in the long run. I might actually check to see if it is compatible here. Just bring that line down. No, it's not. I was really hoping. That would have been great. But it's no problem. We will build a bunch of new cables. Again, probably off screen. Now, one thing you're going to want to know is every network can only have 8 items attached to it. So this drive counts as 1. I think even these terminals counts as 1. And in order to utilize this, you will need to have, just let me get all this in here. You will need to have enough power. They do utilize quite a bit of power, but here we can see more than 64 per stack. Now you can format the drives, and I'm not going to be doing it at this point in time, but I probably will at a later point. You can format drives to only accept certain item types. So if you want to have one of all cobblestone, you can set that up, and cobblestone by default would go into that one. So let's see what we're doing on space here. There's tons of room in here, just tons of room. So I need to go get more power. I had a small creeper issue here earlier. I'm gonna have to fix that. I've had a lot of actually creeper issues by this wall lately. I don't know why, they're just drawn towards it and they always just pop out there at the last second. Not enjoying that. I've had to repair this wall a dozen times now. It's just not agreeing with me today. Now, I'm pretty sure there's got to be a better way than just burning coal to set up power. I think you used to be able to use the energy cells. I don't know if you still can. What can we throw in there? I might just throw some of these blocks in here. I've just been accumulating them. Oh, here's something. Quicksand. You're going to run into this. If you do, just start digging it out. Because what happens is as soon as you hit it, you start sinking in. And if you have a wall all around you, it's very, very difficult to get out. So all you gotta do is just take a shovel, even your hand will work, and just dig down. They're generally no more than 3 deep. So that's all you have to do. So it's pretty simple to get out of. You'll also be happy to know I finally found some brown dye. I didn't realize you could actually use cattails, which will make your brown dye for you, which I thought was really awesome. So just something in case you want to know for the future. And just throw a bunch in there, get it ready. There we go. Terminal's back on. I don't know. There it goes. So I'm just putting a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to have to build more drives. The chests operate very similar. And the nice thing about this, if you want dirt, let's say you just want dirt, or you just want to see your diamonds. I cannot tell type today. So it is sort. There's all these different options for sorting. Sort by number of items, mod, inventory tweaks. I'm probably just going to do item names because I'm boring. That's kind of cool. So you can just view your craftable items, your store craftable. And I know the AE network, you can interact with it. And if, let's say, you have a furnace you want to build, you can just click on the furnace craftable. And if you have cobblestone, it'll just pull it out for you automatically. So I think that's all I'm going to get into today because there's apparently a lot more here I need to learn than I realized, and I want to set up something a bit nicer for next video. So I'm sorry this video was so short. I didn't mean it to be. And oh, there actually is one more thing we can do. In a previous video, we went to the Nether and checked out lava, and I completely forgot to go back. So I'm sorry about that. So what I just can do is just pop in here quickly. Hopefully it won't take too long to load. Hopefully. There we go. That was pretty quick. And as you can see, our tanks have all filled up. I haven't been here since. And our umbilical cord is still down. So we have 2 tanks, just a bunch of more lava we can bring. And I like these ender tanks. They didn't used to, but now they stack. So I think that's pretty awesome. I think they only stack when they have the same amount in them. So if they're empty or full or same amount. I'm not sure. I've only ever had them pretty much empty and full in my inventory, so there we go. So we're going to take this and bring it to our giant lava tank, which is giving us a ton of power for those are creepers, and I'm going to run away because I don't want to fight them. There's actually a lot of creepers out. I know some nights there's nothing, other nights, I hate those things. Keep away from these. What they do, they don't do any damage, but they teleport you to a new location. And from what I can see, it is pretty random on where you go. I'm also not liking this room too much. I don't really like how I set it up, but it's fine. So as you can see, our tank is staying loaded, unlike last time when it would unload. So we just turn it in there. We can see our lava is going back up. A lot of lava has been burned off. I've been doing a bunch of things with it. So just a lot of upkeep. And that wolf farm can't be doing it too much good as well. You can see it from up here. Yeah, it's coming together. Starting to get a roof and get the glass closed in and get all the sheepies safe and sound. Got the last few colors there. So yeah, I think this is I think I'm going to leave it here. So as always, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them. And this is Logica saying cheers, everyone.